All right, if you are a US veteran and you are sick and tired of horrible healthcare, a shitty political climate, just the cost of living, if you're on VA disability, you can't afford to live. If you're sick of all that, I figured out a solution. You leave the US. So, one of the great things about having a pension or VA disability is it's considered passive income by a multitude of other countries. And all of these countries have a passive income or retiree visa. You don't have to be a certain age to get the visa. You can get it as long as you have passive income. So, for example, I moved to Spain. So, I live over here in Spain. I have phenomenal health care here, and I'm 100% qualified for me and my entire family to move over off of my VA disability alone. So, when I've talked to other veterans about this, they always say, well, I can't afford it. So, I'm going to do a quick rundown of my bills in Spain so you know how much it costs to actually come over here, live, and enjoy your life. So the first bill we have is rent. And to understand my rent cost, you got to understand where I live and the comparison to the US. So where I live in Spain essentially would be like living in downtown San Diego, California. Very high price point. I pay 1,800 euros a month for my apartment. Now that is a 5 bedroom, 2 bath apartment, brand new, equivalent to 2,500 square feet. It is huge. Most apartments, 1 bedroom, 2 bedrooms, are 600 euros. But I have a massive apartment directly in the city center. It's the prime location, so I do pay more. But either way, 1,800 euros a month, I'd be paying 5 grand a month in San Diego for something like this. Now, electricity. This will blow your mind. The electricity bill that I just got for my 2,500-ish square foot apartment was 87 euros. That's it, 87 euros. I was paying at least $300 a month for electricity on a smaller house. The next bill is water. That was 14 euros this last month, so that was like nothing. My cell phone bill, I have a cell phone plan with unlimited everything, talk, text, data, international calling. I can call back to the US on it, and that's 15 euro a month. Groceries here, fresh, healthy food is really affordable. I spend between 50 euros every few days for fresh food, and that's for a family, so that's not just me, like that's my whole family that's eating off of that. You can go to restaurants and you don't have to add an extra 20% for tip because they're actually being paid a living wage. You can go eat out at nice restaurants and you're not gonna spend $200-300. So all in all, I budget about 600 euros a month for groceries. And then for my internet, I have fiber. I have the fastest speed that you can possibly get. It's faster than any speed I was ever offered in the US, and I pay 35 euros a month for that. So that brings the grand total for my expenses to live in Spain, which is the high end of expenses, to 2,551 euros per month. That is about half of what you get if you're 100% VA or if you did 20 years and get a pension. Now, if we take out my really expensive apartment and go with a average priced apartment, let's just say 1,000 euros a month, which is higher than most, but for easy math for my brain, about $1,551 a month would be your living expenses in Spain, in a major city in Spain. You don't have to worry about having a car and car insurance and all that because everything's walkable. Public transportation is phenomenal. You hop on, hop off the tram, the bus, the train. You don't need a car. It's so convenient to go anywhere here. So if you're fed up with the US and you want out, do it. There's options. There's the passive income visas, non-lucrative visas. They're the same thing. Look up the country you want to go to. Look up their visa type. I guarantee you probably qualify. So, for example, in Spain, you only have to prove that you have 28,800 euros per year to qualify for the visa. Portugal is even less. And in Portugal, 5 years there, and you qualify for nationality, which now gives you an EU passport to move anywhere in the EU, work anywhere in the EU. It opens up all sorts of doors. Spain is 10 years, so a little bit longer for Spain. But In Spain, if you are from Puerto Rico, you get citizenship in 2 years. So, food for thought, but I recommend getting the hell out.